it's pretty incredible how many businesses Amazon's in. And what's incredible is they're very good at a lot of things, right? Obviously, e-commerce wise, they're the dominant company in the world. They got into cloud, and which is hyperscaler businesses in AWS. They're number one. Like they're beating Microsoft, Google, all commerce, right? They're a streamer in their Prime Video business, and that's really good. They're starting to crank out a lot of advertising dollars, and now they're going to compete against ChatGPT and Google Gemini and Meta AI because they've come out with Nova, and this is built with Anthropic, and Anthropic is like ChatGPT, and it's considered a close second to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is kind of like the leader, but Anthropic is kind of behind them. And Amazon's really building a business where they're going to be offering applications as well as platforms for businesses to build on top of. It could be as simple as somebody individual wants to use it, like you use ChatGPT or Google Gemini. It could be big businesses going for the Premier service, and this is going to be offered in 2025. But it's going to be basically one more competitor that ChatGPT and Google Gemini, Meta AI. I'm trying to think of all the big players that they're going to have to contend with Amazon.
What about? Sorry to interrupt. What about Adobe? They can be a threat on Adobe business.
Tell me again. I didn't quite understand.
What about Adobe? If they can be a threat for Adobe business, like with their Premiere, the Nova, they can make movies and images.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the AI business, and I would say that the AI paradigm is really young, and we're not quite sure what it's going to do. Anybody who says they know it all, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. I don't believe you. But I think that, Amazon's basically, right there, giving businesses an opportunity to partner with them to build what they deem to be a really good AI product, whether it's going to create movies or it's going to create content or it's going to do something for customers. They're using their knowledge of running an e-commerce business because I believe they have 40% market share of all e-commerce in the world. That's huge. I mean, think of how big that is. And they have a lot of customer service, a lot of, customer support. They're using a lot of the AI to provide that customer support. There's a lot of experience there that they could then really show other businesses, hey, you can use AI like we're using it, and it really, really lowers your cost and improves the satisfaction of your customer. So I think this is one more reason. I think on the Discord, we've talked about Amazon, and I think one of our members was thinking of selling because the Amazon stock's been going up nicely, which is good to see. But, I cautioned him that, hey, I did that. I bought Amazon when it was low. It got up to about this point, and I sold my position. And that was one of the big regrets I had. I'm like, oh, man, I made a mistake. And when it had this pullback, I started buying as fast as I could. And I cautioned our, colleague on Discord, hey, do what you'd like, but I really regretted selling Amazon. It's one of the awesome businesses in the marketplace. I would say that, who's the number one most powerful company? I don't know, but I think Amazon needs to be in the conversation. It's between one of the big guys, but Amazon's always in that conversation because, first, they're very well diversified, and the businesses they get into, they do so darn well. It's like so impressive. So I continue to buy Amazon. On any pullback, I buy shares, and I want to build a position. Like I own roughly about, I don't have to say roughly, I can just show you how much of Meta do I own. Meta is my number one position. I own $272,000. I need to get to $100,000 of Amazon, and then I'll make a decision of where I go next. But it has to be up there because I believe in Meta. I believe Google Alphabet's going to be super important in the future, and I need Amazon to be, closer to these two. I don't want to sell any shares of Meta or Alphabet. I just want to build up Amazon. So Amazon just continues to catch my attention for good reason. And I continue just to be really impressed with how good that company operates. And I think really good things are set to come for this company. So I wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, I totally agree. I also have a portion, and I'm not selling.
Good. Hopefully we're talking to one another in 5-10 years and we're like, oh, cool, man, our Amazon stock's worth $1 million. So hopefully that happens in the next 5 years.